Welcome to Stories of Hope. This is a podcast by the Dream Center.
Where you will hear from people who have stories that once seemed hopeless.
People whose stories of redemption and life transformation are so powerful, they can only be possible by the power of Jesus.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Stories of Hope. I'm Sarah and I'm here again with Brady.
Hey everybody.
And today we have Noelie with us. Noelie is one of our resale store employees at the Easley location. Hey Noelie.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing so great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Are you excited?
I'm excited to be here.
Amazing.
Great.
Yes, that's what the Dream Center does.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit how you got plugged in with the Dream Center.
Oh, well, first I talk about how I got to the United States.
Yeah, let's
Great.
do that.
Right, that
Absolutely.
was true. I have two daughters here.
Okay.
They came at the ages of 12 and 14, and they did a sponsorship for me.
Okay.
So I came here permanently in 2021.
Wow.
Right. My first stop was in South Carolina, of course, because one of my daughters lives here,
Mhm.
and the other lives in New Jersey.
Okay.
It was South Carolina, New Jersey,
Right.
where I took care of my grandson for a year. And I met someone here, and with his interest, he asked me to come to South Carolina. That took a lot out of me, a lot of thought, because I'm family oriented.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to be with my children, but yet I chose that opportunity because the first year I was frustrated being in America because the different requirements.
Yeah.
However, when I came to South Carolina, I like thrifting. So I went on the website and I looked up all the thrift stores and I saw the Dream Center, and I started looking into it and so on. And then one day while I was driving through, I live right in Easley.
Okay.
There it was, within walking distance. I said, wow, this is a nice place.
Perfect.
And I told my daughter, let's check it out. And we went in and it was fun. I went in there like 3 times a week. And, somehow I said, I need to work here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And the person I met there was Cathy Covington.
Okay.
I said, I would like to work in this place. This place is so peaceful. It's so nice. And with the gospel music playing all the time. Oh, my God.
Yeah, right.
That did it. It make you feel so calm and everything. And I decided to seek employment.
Wow.
First, I went to Avery. I asked about application. I got it. I took it home and I put it one side. And I keep thinking, I need to work, because I have to get integrated into your American system. I said, okay. And I keep putting off, okay, this daughter want me, because between South Carolina and New Jersey, I had to be back and forth.
Right.
I said, you know what? It's time for me to settle. So I think it was in 2023. I said, okay, I got to get this job now. So my partner, we went together to the Dream Center, and I said, look, I followed the application. And he talked to Avery, are you employed? She said, yes. You would believe he was the person seeking employment.
Right.
He asked everything, and I just stood back and smiled. And then Destiny came up, and, we started talking, and it was like on and on.
Yeah.
And, when I sit back, I say, you know what? Here is where God needs me. This place is so good for me because I'm the 4th of 5 children. And I've always felt alone, even though I had them, because very quiet, secluded. I would just sit, look around, observe. And being in South Carolina, I had no friends. So I found my community at the Dream Center.
That's
It's funny
awesome.
that you said that you're quiet. I don't get quiet.
I was going to say, you said that. I was like, we've been chatting up the whole time since you got here.
Yes, no, but me, I would that
Yeah.
person.
Right.
But when I get going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I open up, But with the interview with Destiny, that changed something in me. Because, when they told me where they came from, it was like, this never happened in my country.
Right.
By the way, I'm from Guyana, and that's in South America.
Yeah.
It's the only English-speaking country in South America.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. A lot of people get mistaken for Ghana, which is in Africa, but I'm in South America.
Wow.
Yeah. So when she told me how she got to the Dream Center, and then Avery told me, it's like, this is different.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, people don't tell you about themselves, because people make a laugh of them or they gossip and so on. I said, this is good.
Wow.
Right. But the stories they told me, I can identify to that.
Yeah.
But, it's so profound that, I said, this is people I need to be with. Not pretensive people, because I'm not pretensive.
Right.
I went to church in Guyana. When you go to church, people talk to you in church, and out to church is different.
Right.
But this is different. We need to open up.
Yeah.
And you know, each day now, I can identify something about me and what God done to me.
Right.
Right?
Wow. Yeah.
So at the Dream Center, I'm there. I work according to the schedule.
Right.
But I'm an attendant, also the cashier.
Yeah.
With any cashier need me.
Yeah.
But I love every aspect there. Whatever I'm given to do, I love it.
That's amazing.
Yes. Because there's an impact we need to make on people.
Yeah.
And every individual that comes through that door, they make a difference.
Right.
Right? Because you see, the elderly people, they come, they smile, they do everything. And, you know, I feel good. The first thing when they tell me the age is like, you know what? I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that old person who would be out there, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, how they enjoy themselves, the little things that makes them happy.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing with the Dream Center.
That's awesome.
It's incredible.
Yes.
That's a pretty, well, something that stuck out is pretty interesting to see, and the importance of, this is our third season doing this. I'm sure
Yeah.
people who've listened to this are going to get tired of me saying this part of scripture,
Mhm.
but Revelation 12, when it talks about the way that we defeat the enemies by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our
Yes.
testimony, hearing you share like how impactful it was, even through the interview process and learning about the Dream Center as a whole,
Yeah.
like hearing Destiny's story, hearing these like testimonies of what God has done, how actually important it is.
Yes.
Whether you're used to the culture here or you're new to this country, like whatever it is, and even just to see the difference of like testimony isn't an important thing everywhere, or it's something that what we've gone through, people can like not see the good in it or can use it like for a negative thing. And so I don't know, that just, when you said all that, it like hit me
because
of,
people matter to me. I love people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you look like, whatever.
yeah,
It can be the simplest person.
right,
And, you know, I find people came through that store. Everybody that come through that door, they have something going on in their
Yeah.
lives. Sometimes it can be a smile from me. People make me
Yeah.
feel good too because I sing all day.
yeah,
I work and I sing. Yeah, when people say, you know, you sing in a choir. I've never been in a church choir yet. But that's how I move.
yeah,
You know, with that
Yeah.
spirit flowing through me. I like
Yeah.
that. I sing all the time. I'm at the back working, I'm singing.
right.
I sing.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Love that. So, yeah, that hit me.
Yeah.
So
So I kind of want to know, how did you find the Lord in your life growing up, and what was your view on like where were you in church? Like, tell a little bit about how you came to meet the Lord.
Well, from a child, I've been going to Sunday school every Sunday.
Mm.
Yes, that was one. Nice.
same.
Yes. You know, I always believe in God. And the first impact is when my father, before he passed, you know, he was sick.
Mm.
And I prayed, I said, Lord, let thine will be done.
Mm.
Then my
Wow.
father passed.
Mm.
And after that, I felt so guilty.
Mm.
One night I was at crusade and, you know, I cried because I said, I wonder if I'm the cause of that, because I said, Lord,
Wow.
let thy will be done.
Mm.
And then, you know, with praise and everything, I got over that. Right?
Yeah, right.
Then my mother came. Well, I dealt a lot with grief until now. My mom came, she passed, but the strength that I gained from God, it was, you know, I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
because I had to do everything. Everything. The one who was fearful,
Yeah.
I took charge and I did that.
Wow.
I got over my mom, you know, still present because she had to go.
Right.
But I made 4 children.
Mm.
The eldest one was a boy, and he passed in 2015.
Mm.
And that broke me.
Yeah.
That's like when everything changed. Prior to that, I had good position in jobs. I used to manage at a company, a security company and everything.
Right.
But when he passed,
Mm.
it's like my world was shattered.
Mm.
Even though I have 3 daughters, it's like, what is this?
Right.
But that's when God started to work in me even more, because you go to work every day, you earn a lot of money. So it's like, yes, this can take care of me,
Right.
right? But when he passed, I saw him. I didn't even know he was going to die
Mm.
because I chose, and it happens that way. And I said, God knows what he does. The weekend I told my boss, you know what, I'm going to work from home on Monday. So I took my laptop home.
Mm.
And I was sitting there on that laptop, and my son was dying, and I didn't even know.
Mm.
Wow.
So it's like 5 minutes here, 20 minutes there. He was just groaning
Mm.
because he had an accident, and they did to fix a fixation. He had a fixation in his leg. They did an adjustment, and it poisoned his body.
Man.
There was no sign of him being poisoned.
Whoa.
So, I was on doing the work and with him. I said, baby, because he had just had his belly pain. I said, I'm going to the pharmacy. I went to get some gas tablets, nothing worked. And he was there with the Bible. And he got up, he cried, he had the Bible, he was praying.
Yeah.
And then he lay down and he said, Mommy, I see you want me to take you to the hospital? He said, not now. When I'm ready, I'll tell you. And he was praying. And I said to him, I said, you know what, son? When you heal and get over this, I think you should give your life to the Lord. Let me tell you, I didn't know it was me. I never knew it was me. So when I was with him at 3 o'clock the afternoon before he left 2 children. Before they came, he said, Mommy, let's go now. I said, you sure? And we were preparing to leave when the children came. And I took him to the hospital. And I was there. They did the check, everything. I look at his physical structure and, start asking questions. And so, but he didn't want me to leave his side.
Yeah.
But it was a private hospital, so I had to go and get cash. So I said, I'm going to the bank. He said, where are you going, Mommy? Right? He said, everything is going to be okay. So, we prepared. They admitted him and everything. And I left and I went home. They hook up all the machines, everything. And I went home. I said, you're going to be all right. Because the doctor said, I'm after 3 days. And he looked at me and I went home. And I went to bed that night. No thought of going to the hospital or anything. But at 6:30 the next morning, I got a phone call telling me that my son passed.
Jeez, gosh.
He was 34 years old. So I questioned her. I said, how? Every question before I started crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I couldn't understand. Well, I went to the hospital. I saw him, did everything. And, as a woman, when you give birth, you feel it. And this was just empty. It was just empty. Even though he was 34, that was my baby.
Right.
Yes, it's like my baby. I took care of him because of the poison in the body. Just like, it wasn't pleasant. So there I was making a decision, you know what? If this is the way he is, I would cremate him. So I cleaned him up and everything. I cried. It's everything, my baby, baby, baby.
Yeah.
Not remembering the other 3. And I did all of that.
Yeah.
The next day was the postmortem. And I gained the strength to go to the mortuary to see it. And I walked right in. And there he was when you saw part of his body black, even the leg. Yes,
Yeah.
that was good. I cried. But something about me, like whatever he went through, I felt it.
Right.
Yeah, because every pain, and I know he was crying for me because he was that mommy's boy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I felt everything, I get over that funeral, everything, like everything was different. But everything was here in my head, just in my head, and nothing at the bottom. And, I sit down because people, I never had much friends because trust. I'm a genuine person. I expect it from people. And, I observe. And I sit there. So, I always talk with the Lord. Always. Because even in my working situations, people envy me because I'm independent with what I do. And if you're not rubbing shoulders with people, it's a problem. So I would talk to God. I said, you know what? I can't function. I said, my head, everything is there. I need you to make me whole. Make me whole, Lord. And my body naturally merge.
Yeah.
When I go to church, you talk to people, oh, I lost my son. All you get, oh, I'm so sorry.
Right.
But then we weren't friends.
Yeah.
And I said, God can do this to me. And that's where I cast my care. And he took care of me until this day.
Wow.
That I can be here. That's why you see, being at the Dream Center helps too, because you're so free in telling people about God and you're feeling everything,
Yeah.
And I talk to myself. I said, Lord, this is where you need me to be.
Right.
You plant me here.
Yeah.
It's not about status or anything for me now. It's just being with these people and what it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Right. So even people, they have a very delicate people. I got to know how to relate with them, but I love them. I encourage them. And that's what I do every day.
Right.
That makes me so happy.
Jeez.
Even the simplest things I do at work, that's how we honor God.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in my myself teaching with God, he is remarkable. That's why you see, every day I listen to Psalm 34. Yeah, that does it. Because we can't seek comfort in people.
Right.
That just like, oh, on the top. Okay, yes, I'm sorry, whatever. But God, even going to work, the challenges, I talk to him, you go with me. Be with me.
Right.
Help me. I search myself, just how to treat people because I know how I need to be treated.
Man.
Yeah.
And
that's what I do. I tell my children, I say, I don't know how I do it.
yeah.
It's not a lot of money. It's 4 children, a single parent.
Right.
Then my son left 2 grandchildren. I took them. He was married. The wife, she got a nervous breakdown. Ended up in the psychiatric ward. She wasn't the best person. But because of me, I think people think I was stupid, but that's me.
Right.
I say if I do this, it's because God wants me to do it.
Right.
I took her. When she was discharged, none of our relatives were there. I said, you know what? You're going to come by me.
Yeah.
I have enough space. And they'd have 2 children.
Right.
It wasn't easy for them to lose a father and a mother.
Yeah.
So for 3 years, she was with me. I mean, disrespecting, but I did it.
Yeah.
Until because we all had a loss. I lost my son. They lost their father. She lost a husband.
Right.
My other siblings, they lost a brother. So it was tough. Then I had everybody taking care of them.
Wow.
Who was taking care of me?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm doing it. Who taking care of you, Noelie? I said, Lord, one day I said, Lord, take it.
Right.
I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
And I just dropped it. Yeah. And it has been good because it kept us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until now, I tell my friend, I don't know, but just God trusted in him that he can do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Truly. Gosh.
Yeah. My job, I lost my job. Actually, I was terminated. I used to manage at this security company, and that's right in my son passed in 2015. I think it was the same year, like months after.
Right.
I came up to the U.S. just for a short break, and when I got back, they told me they had to let me go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I said, on what grounds? I listened.
Yeah.
But then there was disrespect with it. It was like, okay, we don't need her, whatever. And, I went. I took it with grace.
Yeah.
I found another job. I work along.
Right.
1 month I worked, the man hold back the money because he think he should hold it back.
Yeah.
Because, when you don't have good ethics, it's not a good thing. And I work in that place.
Right.
I used to do finance. So one day I went to the bank to get a payroll done. But if he had good standing with the bank, they would have given him an overdraft. But he expected me to call him. Why would I call?
Right.
I talk with the people at the bank. They explain everything. Should I call you and tell these people not giving you money? So when I got back to the office, I told him, well, this check couldn't pound. It wasn't cash. And he said to me, well, I'm not paying you unless those people get paid. It's not that he didn't have money. I did his books and I know what he did.
Right.
He makes sure he got a chunk. And it doesn't matter who else get. So I lost that month's salary. So I went home. I said, it's okay. Okay, I was home for 3 months. And my next job, it was simple. Went to one of the largest supermarkets in Guyana, and I sought a job. But, we all look for position. I work in accounts, but I didn't know when they were recruiting, so it was a pre-recruitment for the office staff and so on. And I went there. When I got there, they said, we had to do a test, which I passed, of course. They said, we don't have vacancies, just these low positions. I said, you know what? I'll take this one, something I know nothing of.
Yeah.
That's in a perishable department.
Right.
Nothing of. Right? And I went there and humble. But people who knew me being at the top there, they would come, oh, look at her. She used to be this and she used to be that. It never bothered me.
Right.
It never bothered me. I was proud of what I did because I didn't have to ask anybody for a penny.
Right.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So, it humbled me. It's like from a lot to a little.
Right.
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 So even working at a dream center, oh my gosh, that's paradise to me.
Yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
paradise. Yes. No matter what, that was the past. This is what it is. And this is where I need to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went home for 6 weeks and I said, I'm going on leave. I got with Tony. I would like to go. I need no pay because I'm returning to the dream center.
Right.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
That's my place.
Right.
Yes.
I love
Not
that.
coming back.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I came back and I'm right there.
Yeah. No,
Yes,
that's great.
yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yes, but I love it.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So, like during your whole journey, and when you were, lost your son, and lost your job and you said like, Lord, take care of me. Like, what did that look like? Like, in what ways was the Lord showing up for you?
That's the best thing because I can always smile. People never know what I was going through.
Right.
Never. I did it. I did it with the support of my children. When I tell me, say, you know what? I live my life. You may not understand, but just God.
Right.
He is the one that guides me.
Yeah.
Just Him. If I have a problem, I wouldn't run out and tell anybody. I wouldn't. Yes. God.
Yeah.
Even before starting work at Dream Center, I prayed about it. If you need, yes, that's where He need me.
Right.
Because there I can, fellowship better than when I went to church. I got baptized. After my son passed, I got baptized. Yes. But the fellowship was different. There is just free, things come to mind when we got to pray for people. We see wonders happening over there.
Right.
Yeah, we pray. And sometimes at the end of a devotion, something happening, I don't know. I just feel it that I should tell somebody something, what we should do. You pray harder, do this, do that. And it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's great. So one of the things I was thinking too is when you, during your transition into the U.S. and kind of going between visiting daughters and just kind of getting settled, like what was one of the biggest things that you learned through that time about what life was going to look like, or the excitement of experiencing God in a different way? Like what did that time look like as you kind of got settled in the U.S. and got settled in South Carolina?
It was difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult getting to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And as I said, the Dream Center makes a difference. Because that's the only place I applied to, had a job. And I would never apply anywhere else. Because I went to one of the top high schools back home in Guyana. My friends, they have it. And one of them said to me, I said, you know what? I work at a resale store. It's a thrift store.
Right.
They said, but you didn't apply anywhere else? No.
Yeah.
I'm not applying anywhere. Here is where I need to be.
Right.
That's where I need to be. I'm not looking for anything else.
Right.
Unless God direct me somewhere else. And at 62 years old,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Nope.
Yeah.
There.
Well, we love to hear that.
I try to learn everything about the Dream Center.
Yeah.
So I go to the different events once I could get there.
Right.
Yes. And Destiny has been taking me. I come to worship.
Yeah.
I went to Dream Big. I went to the gratitude party because I work there and I need to be a part of there
Yeah.
and learn everything about it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I love that. Well, we're super thankful for you and for your obviously your deep care just for the ministry as a whole, because
Yes.
like
it's
we
impactful.
that's what we want and desire, people that
Yeah.
we don't want you to just work here. Like we want you to love what God's doing inside of this ministry and just to be a part of everything that's going on. So I'm super thankful just to hear that.
I'm proud. I went home and I told them about the Dream Center. My friends, yes.
Yeah.
I said, I work at the Dream Center. It make possibilities for me because I had to get into this system.
Yeah.
I had to work. I needed insurance. I
Wow.
needed everything. And it was given to me
Right.
through the Dream Center. So
That's amazing.
That's awesome. I love it.
only God can do that.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
So wrapping up, is there anything you want to share with the people that are listening and watching? Any piece of advice, anything that you want to leave people with, any part of your story that you didn't share that you want to share? Is this kind of like a time for you to give your final thoughts
Well,
on?
inspiration.
For me, hope.
Mm.
And it's not easy to tell somebody, okay, this is what you should do.
Right.
But for me, if I got to tell you something, you come to me, I would tell you, have an objective in life.
Mm.
And that objective, you keep your focus on that objective with God in the midst of it.
Right. That's great.
And anytime you find you're slipping, remember your objective
Right.
and work towards it. And that would keep you,
Mm.
yes,
Beautiful.
yes,
So
with the
love
Lord. Yeah, stay focused in the Lord and let Him guide you through.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Love it.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for
Yes,
sitting
thank
down with
you.
us and sharing your story. It was
Yes.
really incredible.
Yeah. So inspiring. So
Because I talk to you pretty consistently every week when I come in the stores, but I
Yes.
didn't know the extent of your story.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's powerful. It's
I,
really powerful.
love being but I like my community at the Dream
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah.
The people outside, the people that come in. I got some good friends there too.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
some
yeah.
people see me more than I see them sometimes. Yes,
awesome.
people come, they're there, they would want a hug, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I remember one day there's this woman, she's a school bus driver. And she was in the store. I just say hi. and she was going through it. And something she said, she wanted to quit the job.
Mm.
And I stopped right there and I spoke with her.
Yeah.
I said, don't do that.
Right.
I said, you pray over the situation. And whilst I was on the floor hanging, she came right in there. She said, you know what? Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, and that's what I like doing.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yes,
Great.
I like doing that.
I love that you get to speak over and pray with the people that come in this door. Because, I mean, not too many other places where you have that experience,
Yeah,
where
it's
the
true.
employees are literally like showing you God's love
Yeah.
and showing you like the presence
Some
of the Lord.
some people speak it in public, but
Yeah.
I like consistency.
Yeah.
It's great.
That must be in you. And I tell people, according to Psalm 34, 4 and 5, you know, I'm radiant. That's how I feel. If you see me smiling, it's not a fake. That is me.
Mm-hmm.
However, that is me, and that's me being happy.
Yeah.
I pray and everything.
Yeah.
Yes, some days can be low. I would go in the bathroom. I would sing, okay, 1,000 reasons to pray. You know, like songs come to me
Yeah.
to lift me up. And I feel, you know, good about it.
That's awesome.
And I love the Dream Center.
Yeah. Well, we're super thankful for you. And
Yes,
yeah,
I love the
that's
Dream
awesome.
people and the people there. I look at everybody. You come in, you always have a smile. You would come and you would be serious doing what you're doing.
Great. Now I'm the serious guy. Awesome. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
you focus on what you do, but I see. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love it.
Yes.
Right.
Well, if anyone out there is interested in volunteering at one of our
Yeah.
resale stores, we'll link all the information
Yep.
in our bio description. We would love to have you. We can hang out with people like Noelie, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we're always looking for volunteers,
That's
especially at our Greenville location. But we're so thankful for you, Noelie,
Yeah.
and
Thank you for being here.
Us.
Okay, I'm
Absolutely.
happy to be here.
And we will see you guys on the next episode of Story of Hope.